G'day everyone, Dan here and welcome to North Queensland Barbecue. Today I am going to do chicken wings on my offset smoker. This is more of a how-to video. I'm not going to worry about what my rubs are or anything like that. That's up to you, what sort of flavours you like. But basically how I cook my chicken wings in an offset smoker. So I've just got a basket here of rub charcoal and I'll start that off in there. That's going to give me a good charcoal base and provide a really good heat base for everything else. Basically for my fire to come. I've cut a heap of these and pre-cut them all and they're all really thin. Basically I was really good hint, you want to run your fire hot, like on the minimal amount of fuel basically. So small amounts of fuel basically, put a lot in, just keep it burning constantly so you get that nice constant temperature and nice, you know, sort of heat flow going through without dirty smoke. So I'm just going to add a couple of them now just to start getting a little bit of smoke from that iron flooding through this cook chamber. And I'll leave that. Another thing I'll suggest too, put your rack on if you've got a top rack. This is only my small Pro Smoke offset. I've got a top rack here. That's where a lot of the heat's going to flow over the top of my chicken wings. So that's where I want to put them. So I'll get this down. I'll let this come to temperature. I probably want to be running this up at around 180 degrees for this entire cooking process. Another helpful hint, just dump a heap of your timber on there, start to heat it up. I can actually, once that coal's gone down a lot, and that's going to burn hot for a while, so I probably hopefully won't have to use a lot of the timber. Once that charcoal bed's back down this way a bit, you can put a few of these pieces of timber in there as well and heat them up, and they'll catch alight really quickly when you throw them on your fire. So yeah, that's the most important thing with cooking your chicken wings, making sure you're running a nice hot barbecue, making sure you're running a nice clean fire. So before I continue, it's pretty important to understand I'm now a black glove man. Never really used to be, but yeah, you put one of these liners on the inside and they just, you know, they're actually really good. I used to knock people who put them on. I never understood it, but anyway. So I'll put these on. Now I want to get them down here with a hot end, eh? This is burning nice and clean, and I'm happy with the heat. So I want to sort of start by getting some of these ones up the top here, just getting them in. And what I'll do here as well is I'll place some underneath. So when they drip, I'll rotate these around a couple of times. But basically when they drip, all that fat dripping from the top and that seasoning dripping from the top will be dripping onto the ones below them. So I'll space these out nice and evenly, sort of down this end of the firebox. You can see there where I'm putting these in relative to the firebox. Alright, so they're good to go. Like I said, I won't worry about the seasoning. Season them up how you want. That's just olive oil mixed in with a bit of random seasoning I had sitting there and a bit of ground up dried chilli that I make. I'm going to glaze a few of these differently later on. Now I want to get this lid shut, get that heat in there. I'm going to leave them now for probably 15 minutes before I look at them again. When I look at them again, I'll probably look at moving them around a little bit. Right, ready to give these a flip. I'll give you a look at the top here, one of these. You can see we're starting to get a nice bit of colour starting to form on that, so I'll move it to the bottom. I'll move a lot of these ones down from the top now. The ones at the back I can actually move forward a little bit and just rotate them. It's a judgment call. Start moving some of these ones up the top, you know, flipping them around a little bit. Still got plenty of cooking time ahead of us here, so you know, we're not in a rush, but now I just get a good even cook on them all, that's all. Right, sweet. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about my fire. You can see that there. There's really not much in that. A little bit of charcoal, one stick burning. I've got one over there sitting in the corner here, catching a light. Heating up. So I'm just going to add another small piece from the top that I've had that's really hot as well. I'll keep that one there just in case I do let my fire go down, which I won't. Pretty close by. But if you do, it's nice to have a hot one there sitting there spare that's just good to go. You can throw on if you ran out of charcoal or flame. You can see how quickly that's catching a light now. That doesn't take long at all. And I want that to sort of burn nice and consistently, so I'll shut this lid and we'll go back to cooking our chicken wings. I'm pretty happy with where these are at. I'm going to glaze a few of them up. Just a few for me and Louise. I know Eric won't like this glaze. But yeah, I'll separate a few of these. They've come up really nice and crispy. There you go. So yeah, I'll glaze a few of them. Put the rest down here and let them just slowly cook, and then set the glaze on a few more just as experimental. So yeah, they're nearly done. So I'm pretty happy with these. These are done. They're this is cooling down. I'm just leaving them in here until the wife's ready with the side dish. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right there. I'll let that cool down a little bit. But they're quite nice, beautiful and juicy. They should be on the inside, nice and tender and fall off the bone. And they've got a nice crispy outside as well. So I took them to a temp of about 80. You can be a bit brutal with wings. You know, that they take a lot of brunt and they break down really well. So, but yeah, hot and fast. They were still like 50 minutes, but a nice hot and fast cook. So I know they'll be good. I'm actually interested in what these ones are. I like that I glaze, to be honest. That's fantastic. Look at that. Right, nice heat too. Yeah, so that's how I do chicken wings. And the offset hot and fast. Well, not hot and fast, but you know, really hot. And so, yeah, they're good. Give them a go. Really easy to do, eh? Just keep the heat up and you'll cook them really well. Temperature probe them. Have a look how you like them. I could probably cook them a bit more if I wanted to. But I'm pretty happy with where they're at. Alright guys, until next time, take care.